Alrighty all, out in the shed again, about to give the groove a bit of a clean. I just thought I'd share the way I do it. I see quite a few posts up of people requesting, you know, asking what's the best way to keep their tracks in top condition. This way I'm about to show works for me. All this track, or 90% of this track, was all second hand when I bought it as well. So it's been permanently set up like this now for a good 2 years now, and it's all stayed in really good nick. So since I've cleaned it up, so it works. So normally first up, I'll get the vacuum out and clean the rails, just in the grooves. You know, you end up with little bits of shit in the grooves, you know, catches on the guide. So I run the vacuum around the whole track. Second up, because I live out in Mildura, it's pretty bloody dusty. So I quite regularly end up with dust over the track. I do have a cover that snaps over the whole thing, but somehow it still seems to get in. So second of all, I've got a really damp, just a light damp cloth, and wipe the whole track down, get all the dust off it, which is what's been done on this first lane here. All right, from there, I progress over to the second lane, and normally my go-to thing is inox. I've got a couple old scour pads. As you can see, I don't use the scour part, just the foam. Spray it on the pad, direct on the pad, and then just wipe it over the track. And you can see the shiny. I'd be fairly generous with it. I normally, while I'm doing it, you know, when you're in the joins, I just sort of rub it into the joins, work it in a little bit. Right, as you can see, it puts a good coating over the top of the rails. It just gives everything a good seal, more or less. So, over to the third track, I normally go over it with just a dry cloth, fresh, clean one, and just polish it off. And within, you know, half an hour after doing this, it's pretty much ready to jump on and go hard on. And the tracks look like brand new once you're finished. This technique really works for me. So, I mean, if you have a look at the ends here, you can see the differences in the track, from where it's wet, where it's cleaned up. It's still notable. The track's notably different colour and everything. As I say, it will dry out, but keeps your track in mint condition. So, hopefully, this might help a few guys when it comes to cleaning up their track. Enjoy, boys. Have a good one.